So this week, we actually are going to create web pages, very basic ones. So you can see that the week runs from the 21st through the 28th, and your assignments are due at the end of the day on the 28th. So what you're seeing this week is pretty typical of how the class is laid out. There's always going to be a lesson overview video. And then under readings, you will have the web-based readings. And this is going to look like a lot. Okay. However, when you click the links and you go to the pages, these pages are short. Okay. So even though it looks like a lot, I don't think it's going to take you too long to go through this. Okay. So you're going to want to familiarize yourself with all of this content. And then you're going to go into the lecture demo. And the lecture demo kind of pulls that content in, and it provides additional information and examples. Okay, so you're going to kind of want to read through this because there are examples. And when possible, I do give you live interactive examples that, you can see how they work. For example, here is a kind of a question. And if you click on this, it shows you the answer. Okay. So as you read through here, if there is a way for me to show you how it works, I do. When you are done with the lecture demo, you are ready for the assignments. And so for this week, the textbook assignments, I'm going to click on that. And so as you go through here for each task, you will have a video that shows you how to do the required task. And I would definitely watch those videos. If you have 2 monitors, awesome. You can watch the video on a monitor, complete the exercise on the other monitor. But because these are YouTube videos, you can actually pull those videos up on your phone, on an iPad, on any other device, and watch them that way while you complete the assignment. Hey, and I should say at the very bottom, it does tell you what you need to do to transfer the pages to the web. Okay, so this information that you see here, there are videos that kind of walk you through transferring those pages. Now, keep in mind that you're not going to receive that FTP information until the end of the first week of class. If you have worked ahead and you need the information earlier, let me know and I can create the account earlier. But this is a manual process and I have to create all of the accounts. Okay. Also, another thing, when you first use FileZilla, you're probably going to get this little unknown certificate. When you connect to the server, that's fine. Click OK. Not a problem. I expect you guys to get that. Once you've completed the textbook assignment and you have the files transferred, you will come into the Dropbox and you'll add a submission. And what I want you to do is key in the word done and submit that. Because if you do that, then when I go to correct, it flags your exercises as being ready for correcting. Okay, and that is really helpful to me. So once you finish the textbook, you're going to move on to the lab assignment. And for this first week, what you are going to be creating is an assignment page. Eventually, these are going to be links to the different exercises that you will be creating. Let me show you what this is going to look like. So hold on a second. So you'll have probably something like this eventually with links to your pages. And then as the course progresses, you can get a little fancier once we learn things with CSS, and you'll still have links to your pages. And this is where I am going to go to actually correct your work. I'm going to click on the different links, and I will be able to see all of your assignments. Okay, so you are going to be creating the page that you will be using all semester for your assignments. So you can kind of see that this is the page, and I've added a couple links to it already. So yours is going to look similar to this. Okay, but you're not going to have any graphic in the background, and you're not going to have any links yet. Okay, those are something that we're going to be working on in, I believe, next week. Okay, so this is kind of the skeleton for that structure that you are going to be creating. And then you will be transferring that. And this is actually kind of important. You will be transferring that. This is not going to go into your lesson 2 folder. This goes outside of the folders. Okay, and I can kind of show you on here. I've got a couple different versions, but here are my lesson folders. And then here's the assignment page. So the assignment page does not go in a lesson folder. It's going to be linking to the different exercises that are inside those folders. One little note on the validator. So the validator, I have you guys use this because I want you to catch typos. And that's primarily why I'm having you use it. There are some things that it will give you a warning about, or that it may even say they're an error, but there is no problem. It does not like nested tags. And quite often it will say that there's an error and there's not. Okay, so keep that in mind when you use it, that it's not perfect. But I would definitely, if it says there's an error, I would look to make sure you didn't make a typo. Okay, that's why I'm having you use it. When you are done with that lab assignment, again, you're going to come to the Dropbox and you're going to submit done so that I know I need to correct it. And once you're done with all of that, you are going to go into the discussion forum and you are going to make a post. And so what I want you to look for, and you can actually copy this. And let me get rid of some of these tabs. You can actually paste it up here. I want you to find an award-winning website that you like. I think that it's helpful when you are designing pages to take a look at the pages that are out there and figure out what you like and what you don't like. Okay, so you can click on these different links. And then you can kind of take a look at, you know, what they think are good websites. I'm not seeing really any in there. Okay, this is just talking about, okay, now they've finally got examples. So basically you just have to find one that you like. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, I like caffeine. Let me see if I like this. It's got some nice little animation there. Links to social media. I would assume this is a menu. Oh, yeah, that's kind of cool. Okay, yeah, I think this is kind of a cool site. So I'm going to click up here, press Control and C to copy. And actually, I want to take you guys to the main page, not the about. Okay, so I would copy that and I'd go in here and I'm going to add a topic. And and caffeine post. All right, so find an award-winning website and post a link. First thing I'm going to do is post the link. And I'm going to press Control and the letter V. And that will give you guys a link to the site. Okay, and then explain what you like about the site and then anything you don't like. And so I'm going to pause here. I'm going to write that information to give you guys an example. And then once you submit that, you're going to read postings from the other students and reply to 2 of them. So if other students haven't posted when you come in here, you definitely can reply to mine. Okay, you can count, well, I'll count that as, one of the postings you have to reply to. So hold on, I'm going to pause while I write this out. Okay, so I have posted what I like and an improvement I would suggest, but overall, I really like the site. So I'm going to go ahead and post this. And again, if you guys don't see any other postings, feel free to reply to this one. That is the last thing that you guys needed to do this week in lesson 2. Okay, and so once you complete the discussion posting, you are done for the week. If you run into problems or if you have any questions at all, please let me know and have an awesome week.